What's going on, everybody? Non-spoiler review of Black Adam. It's the new DC movie starring Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. If you're brand new to the channel, don't worry, non-spoilers. But if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Try to get to 70,000 by the end of the year. Thank you so much. Thank you very little. Show a little class and hit that button. Cool. Okay, so this is a movie that everybody was looking forward to, obviously, for a lot of different reasons, right? And I don't think anybody was looking forward to it more than Dwayne Johnson. He's been working on this project for a very long time. Got John Sarah, who he worked on with Jungle Cruise, to direct it. John has been doing movies for a very long time, and he's got a very unique style to him. This one, I thought they worked well together. As I said, I think it is a very fun movie. It reminded me of like kind of a late 90s feel to it, the way that they put it together. That's not a bad thing. You know, I thought it worked. Some people, I didn't necessarily think it worked for something like Venom. I do think it works for something like this. Now, it's not, this movie never stops. It's like action, 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 action. It's a popcorn movie, and I dug that about it. There are some moments that are layered throughout the story, but it's not like one of these things, if you're watching, whether it's House of the Dragon, obviously, or Andor, or something along the lines where they're really developing and putting together the characters. This is a let's get to it, let's show carnage, and that's what this is. This is pure carnage for Black Adam and what he has to do, and he's been sleeping for a long time. The magical word is said. He comes back to kick a lot of ass. And you know what is funny is that, as I said in this, I think it's what I will say, one of the negatives is that I really like John Sarah, the director. I think he's a little over stylized at times, and I feel like everybody gets slow motion at one point. It's like, sometimes slow motion really works well, and especially in the beginning, when the stuff that you've seen in the trailer, when you see Black Adam, when he's summoned and he comes back and he's just taking people out. I thought it worked really well. They do that a lot throughout the movie, and it's like, okay, do we need to do it again? And it's like, I feel like John Sarah just watched 300 the night before he started shooting this, or before he started editing it, and he started putting a lot of slow-mo into it. Again, it wasn't anything that I was like, okay, now the movie's ruined. It was just noticeable. The other thing that was noticeable is that sometimes the humor in the movie works, sometimes it falls flat. But it wasn't necessarily one particular person. I thought the cast was actually really good. I thought that the kid in the movie, I was going to be nervous about, because anytime, like, okay, we're going to throw a kid in there, it's going to be a kid that he's got to save, and he's got to do stuff with the kid, and the kid's going to be, all right, we got to put a kid in there to attract kid viewers. The kid was great. The kid fit the story. And I also liked that not everybody is, because you have the Justice Society of America that come in, Hawkman and everybody who and they come in, and you always assume that all the civilians and everybody's going to be on their side. A lot of people are on Black Adam's side. A lot of people like what he's doing. I dug that. I like that, and I like the idea that there's of just the anti-hero, the fact that he doesn't want to take on the responsibility of being good guy. Never said he was a hero, and he just and no matter what, they're like, hey man, you can't kill people. He's like, no, I can. You can't. I can. I have the ability to do it, so I'm gonna do it. Enjoyed that. Thought it worked. People are gonna ask right away, so I'll tell you right away. Stick around for the post credits. I'm not gonna give you a non-spoiler, but not gonna give you a spoiler, but stick around for the credits. People have been talking about how you should check out the credits of this movie. I'd suggest doing that. That's what I say. There's only one. There's only one scene. People are like, oh, you said post-credit scenes. Are there more than one? One. So enjoy that. The score is fantastic in this movie. Really well done. I want to give you the composer, but you can also look it up. And it's not there. But the music is absolutely incredible. I've listened to it a handful of times. It's by Loam Balfi. I'm probably better off not saying it because I probably messed up the name. But Lauren Balfi. Really good. I would suggest listening to that. But the standout performance is obviously Dwayne Johnson. Now, The Rock he's, no pun intended, or I guess pun intended, electric in general. You believe that he's this kind of angry, almost deity. Almost he's not, but we know what it almost seems like he is, right? But he's given these powers the same as Shazam was. He's Dwayne Johnson. You know, it's like it's not like this totally different role. He is Dwayne Johnson, but he uses what he's got. He uses the charisma that The Rock has and puts it to it. It's not like this totally different role. He lost himself in the role. You're very aware that Sam. I thought that Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate was one of the standouts for sure, but I think that it was also Aldous Hodge who plays Hawkman. And I really, really liked Quintessa Swindell, who I wasn't very familiar with, who plays Cyclone. Noah Ciento plays Atom Smasher, who he's kind of like the dopey one in the crew, and he was fine. I thought some of his jokes worked, some of his jokes didn't work. And again, Sarah Shahi plays Adriana, who plays the kid's mom, and they're the ones who kind of summon Black Adam. So those are the strong. I mean, again, the cast I thought was really, really good. I thought the cast worked together well. They all had really good chemistry. I thought the way that they incorporated the fact that the Justice Society needs to take out Black Adam, but there's a bigger threat, so they need to kind of form together. Like I said, the pace of the movie is this. It's like that's why I call it. It's definitely a popcorn movie. You're shoving popcorn in your face watching it, because every time you think it's starting to calm down, like all hell breaks loose. And I dug that. I liked that. I enjoyed watching it. Like I said, some of the jokes sometimes like, all right, they took a shot. Does slow motion again? Okay. Overall, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say it's around a 3.5 out of 5. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 because it was it was very enjoyable, fun. Not a lot of meat, but go say I want to see another one. Definitely want to see another one. And the score. Whoa. Anyway, that's the review. We'll have more to talk about once we get to the spoiler review, obviously, and we'll break down the post-credit scene for sure. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We got more to do here today. We got a lot of reviews up. Things we've got the House of the Dragon coming up, the finale, some other things going on. We got the Tales of the Jedi, the first 6 episodes, the immediate reaction to that. So all that stuff, that's what I got. I appreciate you. All right, we'll see you on the flip side. Peace.